got a lesson with a student of mine who's interested in learning how to hit a fade. He's taken a couple of lessons and has now got the ability to hit a draw without thinking about it. That's sort of his new normal. That's his comfortable, is to see a shot that starts right and curves to the left as a right-handed player. And he wants to kind of diversify his skill portfolio, so to speak. So he said, hey, can we learn how to hit a fade? And I immediately said, are you sure you want to go down that road? If you're happy with how you're hitting it and you're turning in scores that are all of a sudden sort of consistently next level, are you sure that you don't want to just live there for a little bit and enjoy refining your existing swing? And he's a curious person. He's interested in growing his arsenal of skills. So I feel good progressing towards talking about how to hit a cut, because to be a truly great player, you have to have some ability to work it both ways. You got to be competent. You got to know at least the theory of how to hook a shot and how to slice a shot on command. A lot of times you'll have a tree in your way that forces you to hit a shot that's not your comfortable stock standard. So my plan today is to work with this gentleman on changing his setup in order to influence a left to right shot, and just some concept stuff like trying to feel the handle of the club get to the ball before the head of the club. That's a feel that I have when I hit a cut shot versus a draw. So just trying to throw some feels at him, see what's comfortable, see what I can introduce into his existing system that will allow him to use more or less the same swing that he's been able to find a competent draw with, but change his setup in order to produce a fade instead of having to make big changes to how he's pivoting or gripping the club or whatever. I want my students to be able to get better incrementally. I just don't think that it's a lot of fun to make huge monster changes to someone's golf swing and leave them kind of spinning their tires whenever they play golf. I want you to be able to understand what we worked on and be able to implement it almost immediately on the golf course. It's not going to be comfortable, but I want to make small changes where you can start to see the cause and effect. So we're going to have a lot of alignment sticks on the ground today, indicating target line, path direction, face angle at impact, and for a lot of folks, just that visual of trying to see your club head in between the target line and your path line is an aha moment to learn as an athlete how to curve the ball in different directions. So we're going to be looking for that 2-to-1 ratio of path to face. If I'm swinging 6 degrees in to out, my club face needs to be 3 degrees right of my target in order to, in theory, hit a perfect draw, assuming you hit the center of the club head, and vice versa. If we're trying to hit a cut shot, we're going to want a path that's left of our target line to get the ball to start left of the target, and you're going to want to have a face that's in between where that path is looking and where the target is, so that ball curves from left to right from a starting position off to the left, so it falls nice and gently back to the target. And that's the plan today, so I'll give you an update later on. Have a nice one. That's it for this episode of Dog Walk Golf Talk. Oh, be sure to sign up for the Tuesday game. It's a quota game that I'm coming up with at the Golf Club of Dallas. I think people need an opportunity to commit to something. Think of it as kind of like a league. I'm inviting you to basically play in a weekly league event at the Golf Club of Dallas. I haven't got all the nuts and bolts figured out yet. I'm trying to work on getting some sponsors. My vision is to give away a set of clubs at the end of the 6-month session to whoever performs the best, most consistently. So I've got a scoring system set up. Working out all the details, but in the meantime, I appreciate you spreading the word. If you're looking for a weekly competition, among kind of like-minded, I wouldn't say golf nerds, but people that are craving some competition and camaraderie and just a reason to get out to the club every week and maybe meet some new friends. And I'm also going to throw some instructional elements in there too, do like a weekly clinic or a supervised practice, just depending on what we come up with eventually. But right now I just need some people to kind of hear about it and give me some ideas for what you want out of a weekly quota competition. If you're say you're a 10 handicap, your quota is going to be 26. You take 36 less your handicap, so 26 points is what you're trying to get. If you get a double bogey or worse, you get 0 points. Bogey 1, par 2, birdie 4, eagle 8, double eagle 16. So if you par the first hole, you're going to get 2 points towards your 26-point quota as a 10 handicap. And let's say after 18 holes, you wind up with 30 points. That would be plus 4 on top of your 26-point quota. So that would be a good result. And then for the next week, your quota would go up by 2 points. Since you beat it by 4 this week, guess what? Your quota next week goes up 50%. All of a sudden, you got to get 28 points next week. So you do that over 6 months, and the field kind of normalizes. And points-wise, every week, if you just play in the event, I'm going to give you a point. That is how I'm going to incentivize people to keep coming out. And then if you reach your quota exactly, 2 points. If you beat your quota, 3 points. And if you win that week's competition, that's 4 points. And hopefully over 26 events, over 6 months, it's going to be pretty darn close. And it's just going to come down to whoever shows up the most consistently and plays the most consistently to their capability. That's really what it's all about. I want you to get some new skills as well to add in your repertoire. But when you're playing golf, it's kind of a dual option system. Did you play to your capability that day or not? And sort of my golf philosophy is if your head's in the right space, you ought to at least be able to play golf well every time. Whether or not you score well every time is sort of out of your hands, but I think it's well within your capability to play well every time because it's just a mindset thing. All right, that's going to be Tuesdays starting in January at the Golf Club of Dallas. More details to follow. Appreciate any sponsors, considerations for throwing some swag bags together for the players. I just want to get people out of the house, onto the golf course, committing to a weekly competition. And I want to have an opportunity to play too, quite selfishly. Tuesday afternoons, it's going to be a great time for me to get out there, work on my own game. And if you come out and we get paired together, it's sort of like a quasi playing lesson too, for free. All right, time to go to the grocery store.